You know, that is one thing that I miss about the old games, is that these buttons would have more diversity in the beeps, and so it'd be like beep, 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 and it would have different paces and things. Why is this following me? Hello one and all, my name is Talaic, and we are back again with some more Oddworld, Alf's Escape. We just finished this horrific freaking Abe defense, and now we're gonna move this way. The dreg shoe. What is up with the dreg shoe? Alf's Brew. Alf's Brew and Tasty. Oh, that was so green when I touched it. Oh, so close. Isn't this the Soulstorm? The green is the Soulstorm brew? Oh. This is new. Damn it, I thought it was... Damn it! There's trying to look at it as a whole to see how the timing is on it. It's weird. Okay. You didn't see me.
Everybody.
It's gonna be hard. Now let's just... Hey! There he is. Oh, the sligs spy from him? I don't... Is Alf making Soulstorm? And he's giving it to the Sligs? Oh! Damn. Go get it, go get it, go get it, boy, go get it! No! Okay, you guys gotta be in sync. So together, we'll break up that bomb. There we go. It's a toughie, I know. You know, that is one thing that I miss about the old games, is that these buttons would have more diversity in the beeps, and so it'd be like beep, 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 and it would have different paces and things. Why is this following me? Son of a bitch. They'd have different paces in the beeping. it go away? Did it go away? Did it go away? Oh, God. Anyway, it would have different paces in the beeping, and so you actually had to figure out the timing of it before you did anything with it. I want to go in the drag chute. Oh no. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do right now. Anyway, finished thought. Different timings in the beeping you would have figured out. Press the button. In this game, it's just the same. It's the same for everything. It's kind of boring. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god. There haven't been any Mudokons to save this whole time, so I'm such an idiot.
Everyone. Hi. Hi. Hey there.
Oh, hi.
Oh,
Whatever.
wait.
Whatever.
Wait.
Whatever.
Oh,
Whatever.
follow me.
Okay.
I'm so dumb.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
Why does Alf get to go down the drag chute?
Everybody.
Hey.
Wait.
Whatever.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
I like your hat.
Follow me.
Okay.
He's got a cool hat. Uh-oh. I think we win. I didn't think this was going to be a concept again, but there we are. Am I supposed to get rocks or something?
Wait.
Okay.
My bad.
Wait.
Yep.
Oh, I understand.
Can't figure it out.
Yes, you can.
Everybody,
Hey,
wait
whatever.
here. Howdy. Follow me.
Let's go.
Hold up.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, just not enough time. I want to go in the chute. Ooh, I don't like that menacing saw blade up in the distance.
Let's get to it.
Dylan,
Hi.
everybody, follow me.
Okay.
Stop.
There it goes. Oh. Oh god, oh god.
Whatever.
Oh,
Alpha's dead.
follow me.
Let's get to it.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no, I was paying attention. No! It didn't go anywhere near as fast as I thought it would. Oh, that's not exactly what I thought was going to happen. Okay, this gives me breathing room. Alright, I understand. Oh, this is the fast one. Oh no. I told you I didn't like the menacing saw blade. Oh, very fast. Oh! Wait, what happens if I go down that one? Hold on, I want to look at what's over there. Oh, no, that's the way I came. Don't worry about it. I get to go down and shoot.
Somebody today.
Now where are we?
Clock's ticking.
It certainly is, my friend. Oh, hey, wait, I know where we are.
Hey, chum, follow me.
Okay.
Oh, that's close one.
Hold up.
Stop right there. I know somebody's gonna get shot today.
Come on, go to the left or something, because I think that's a... I had that.
Make my day, Choco.
Just get over there.
Break time's over.
Woo! Thank goodness.
Time to polish.
Everyone, follow me.
Let's go.
Oh.
What if I get paid? Follow me. Up.
Right?
Don't know how to handle that.
Stop right.
Dang it. Okay, I think that's the concept. Boom, come down. No, I didn't. Woo!
Wait. Hello. Follow me.
I was expecting to play as Alf, but I guess this makes more sense.
Follow me.
Sorry, it's
Wait here.
Okay.
Follow me. Wait.
Yep.
Whee! Concoct his last brew. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Follow me.
Oh, hi. Okay.
Gotta run.
Wait here.
Okay.
I get my boom nades.
Clock's ticking.
It sure is, friend.
Clock's ticking. Oh, yeah. Let's get to it.
You are mine now.
What up?
What up, indeed? Is there nothing really here to play with?
What's happening? Break time's over.
Oh! He went down the hole. Okay. Man, I did all that preparing. I thought there was gonna be dogs.
Everybody, follow me.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a speedy guy. Come on, Mr. Speedy.
Follow me. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, I guess uh-oh. Oh, damn it. Okay. This is my... What? No.
Follow me. Stop.
Right. Guy comes this way. I need to shoot something.
Alright. Making it down. We're getting there. We're running out of old territory. We're kind of running back through all the areas that we were in originally. And it can't keep that up forever. My bad.
Somebody today.
All good. Home style paramount pies. Man, I could go for a pot pie right now. That sounds great.
Everybody, follow me.
Okay.
The thing that this game does not do that I think they started doing in the second one is the shadows. In this game, they were only ever able to do it.
Shoot something.
Follow me.
Wow. Gonna shoot somebody today.
Wait.
Okay. Hold it right there.
Anyway, they didn't have in the second one you can hide in like smoke and stuff like this, but they also was just like areas where they were just dark shadows, and you could hide in the dark shadows. The first game didn't seem to do that. That's really all I was saying.
Stop.
What the heck?
Go get it! Go get it, boy! Go get it! Go get it, boy! Go get it! Oh, hey! Oh, whatever. Oh, damn it.
If I only had a bomb.
Everyone. Wait.
Whatever.
You didn't see anything, you piece of shit.
I know somebody's gonna get shot today.
Are you gonna, like, come through here now? Come on. I think I'm just scouting ahead.
Gonna get paid. Gonna get paid.
Oh, okay. I'm not allowed to go this way now?
Attack! What up? Here, boy.
Anybody else over there? I think so. bat infestation in boiler room. Address with caution. This is new. Okay, you go sploosh. Come up here. Oh, I can't. Alright. Oh no. Can't go through that one. Oh, okay, okay. I'm just an idiot. Just jump up here.
Hey, chump. Oh, yeah. Hey. Follow me. Okay. Wait.
There you go.
Follow me. Follow me.
Yeah, come on through. I think that was kind of anticlimactic. How do I turn this on? Oh. We did it! We did it! Now we come up here and we go and we run. Wow, that was really anticlimactic. I think this part is broken. Boop! There's my head again. Alright, well that was cool. I thought we were going to play as Alf, and I was thinking because Abe is supposed to be like more in touch with the native side, like with the tribe, which gives him the ability to like chant and things like that, and he's obviously the chosen one and whatnot. But the rest of the Midakans don't have the ability to do that. They were all born into slavery, from my understanding, and they are missing their little penis on the top of their head there, and they're not able to chant or do any of those things. Alpha is a great example of that. He didn't have the little doodad, he just had a really cool hat, which I think was a fez. Not sure. And so I thought it was going to play as him, and I thought it was going to be different in the sense that you didn't have the ability to chant. So I thought it was going to be a matter of like trying to go through a bunch of zones and escaping out, kind of like the way Abe did the first time, where he ran out through the stockyards and into the nature. I thought Alf was going to essentially do that and actually physically break out of the facility and like run off, and maybe like a few friends were following behind him or something. But that just didn't happen. It ended up being that you were just playing as Abe in some bonus levels. There wasn't even really any story to it at all, no cutscenes or anything. You were just doing some extra levels. Which, don't get me wrong, it was cool. It was pretty cool. Difficulty was freaking out there for some of this stuff. These are probably like concepts for levels that they had in the past that were probably just too difficult, because like this took the mechanics of the game and it did things with it that you kind of expected to see but never did, like having to open a trapdoor and then throw a grenade down before it closed. And it's like things that you could play around with and do just for fun, but then nothing would happen because there's not meant for you to do that. And then made it actually a thing that you needed to do. And it was pretty difficult to do some of these things, especially with areas where you have to run away from things and you have no idea what's ahead. And just like the overly long string of traps that you'd have to go through, like the big long doors of electric shock. Pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I wish they would have given Alf like his own little cutscene or something, but it is what it is. It is, however, I can tell it is foreshadowing Soulstorm, because the whole point of Abe's Exodus is oriented around the drinks. And if you know the premise of that game, it tells you, like in the very beginning, you go to another factory like Rupture Farms, but I don't believe it is Rupture Farms. I believe it is a different facility. But there are more Gluckins and there are other facilities that you end up having to go into and things like that. It's just more extensive. But the ultimate plan is they're making a drink out of the bones of your dead ancestors. And they are using blind Mudokons to mine the bones, which they turn into a drink. And I'm sure they distribute the drink worldwide, but they also give the drink to the Mudokons, and it just has terrible side effects. Especially for Mudokons, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's essentially cannibalism. Like, you're eating, maybe not the flesh of your fellow Mudokon, but the bones of your Mudokon. And that's a little fucked up. And so that's why I was a little curious about Alf's brew, because he in all sense and purposes, those are the Soulstorm bottles, the Soulstorm brew, and it even had a little sign that said Soulstorm. So Alf probably, if he's just serving them, because mind you, this factory exists, and it exists alongside Rupture Farms, and Abe, having been a slave, has no idea about these other factories that are doing these other things. But once he escapes, he learns about these things, and he becomes a hero of his people. But Alf, also a slave, probably didn't know what these drinks were. He probably just found a way to obtain them and was basically bartending and serving them, which seems to have a euphoric effect on the Sligs, because I'd never run across the concept of the Sligs themselves partaking in the beverage. And it just kind of like knocked him out. But yeah, I'm guessing that Alf just didn't know what was in them. Because, I mean, if he fully was aware of what it was and what he was doing, that's kind of messed up. And, you know, you can just leave him there to live among the Sligs. But he probably didn't know. And for all I know, he was reusing the bottles for his own... for his own concoctions. Because maybe that's just his passion. Maybe he's going to go out into the civilized world of Oddworld and, like, open a bar. You know, that'd be cool. If you've played Stranger's Wrath, then you know, like, it's not just factories and woods. Like, this is a civilization of many different races that live in towns and cities and whatnot, and this is like specifically the corporation that's off in the distance, polluting the land, raping the land for resources to make a product to send back to those cities where just regular people live. And these people are either completely unaware of the slavery that takes place, or they don't care. Like, I have no idea if there's any kind of government installed, and maybe like the Gluckins are like the Illuminati controlling the government, and their Sligs are their own mercenary task force, or if it is to the point where the Sligs and the the Gluckins actually control the government and they can just do whatever they want. Like, I don't know how any of that runs. I will say this though, I did not mention it at the end of Abe's story. At the very end, where the Gluckin had his cloak torn off, Mullock, and he was just like skinny legs and arms underneath. I had never seen that before. I have no idea if that's in the original game. That just blew me away, and it's so funny because the Gluckins will run around and they seemingly have no arms because they're in this weird like trapezoid shaped cloak. And you can kind of, like, there's a little image of one right here, so it has this little triangle cloak thing. And then, in reality, like, he's a real short midget, kind of like the Sligs, and his arms are just super long, so those are his legs. And then he's walking around on his hands, which is why he can't manipulate anything, because he needs his hands in order to stand. Like, that just blew me away. And also, with these symbols everywhere, like, obviously each one is everything. Like, there's my donkey. It's Abe, and then Scrabs and Paramites, and the Slogs. I would never put it together what that was. I didn't even realize it was a thing. I don't know, I'm rambling. I just thought it was really cool. Really funny, I guess. Oddworld is a really unique way of just adding humor to stuff, and it's just really funny to me. Anywho, I love this game a lot. I enjoyed it. It was awesome. Whenever Soulstorm comes out, I'm probably jumping on that thing, like, right away. I have their website saved, and so I'm just keeping an eye on it. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, it should be in 2019. And I'm looking forward to it. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching the series. I love Oddworld immensely, and I hope they just, like, take it millions of places. After Soulstorm is done, I'm sure they're going to take a look at Munch's Odyssey and things like that. Because they have a lot planned, because the whole thing is supposed to be like a big, like, 5-part series, like a pentuplon or something like that. I don't remember what the word is. But the Exodus is supposed to be a side game, so you have Abe's Odyssey, Munch's Odyssey, and then there are 3 others that we just never even saw. And then Abe's Exodus and Munch's Exodus are supposed to be, like, completely side games. Just, like, this is a hero, and these are continuing his stories. But in reality, in the eyes of the people, like, because Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus are, like, 1, 2, Munch's Odyssey is 3, Munch's Exodus would be 4. Like, the fact that Abe is also involved in Munch's Odyssey and whatnot, like, it really is just 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like, they probably have, like, 10 games planned as opposed to 5. But I hope they get there, because it's been since the 90s, and we only got 2 of the 5 of the main story that they, like, wanted to do. And I'm really looking forward to, with the popularity of this game and how well it was received, from my understanding, I really hope they're able to just keep it going and add to the Oddworld world, you know? I would play, like, an RPG based off of Oddworld. I would play an open world sandbox based off of Oddworld. I like Stranger's Wrath, because that's like a first-person FPS of Oddworld, mixed with platforming and stuff. Like, Oddworld should just be a thing. Kind of like Final Fantasy has 15 games, Oddworld should have 15 games. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. I will see you guys on the next go.
Goodbye.